Hello everyone, it's Al here again from MBX, Mind Body Extra. Welcome to you from local and across the world. I know there's a few of you across the world today wanting to talk about what we're going to talk about. The first 2 weeks it gets to this point where we talk about the law of attraction. And the law of attraction is not very well understood really, like the first 2 weeks we spoke about that. But let's recap the first 2 weeks. The first 2 weeks was mind power. We discovered the power of the mind is moving from contemplation down into concentration. And once it's a concentration, we can get a decent amount of energy which is generated, which takes us into absorption in the task. And the task that we're actually doing then becomes the flow state. The mythical flow state. It's spoken about a lot, or the zone. And the second week we spoke about the secrets of that. And you know what? We discovered there are no secrets. The secret, if anything, is what Einstein and many other great minds of the past have spoken about. Things such as imagination. Don't ever poo-poo imagination. Imagination becomes visualization, which is the repetition. And it's only one step away from today's subject, the law of attraction. So I want you to write down these two words: attention, A-T-T-E-N-T-I-O-N, and intention. Attention and intention. Energy flows where attention goes. I'm adding to that by saying energy flows where attention goes with an intention. If we have an intention as we direct our focus, we then can generate an attraction. It's a little bit of a loop here. I've got a story to tell you. It was my wife's birthday on Sunday. Normally on Sunday I do a lot of exercise, but I had to spend the day with my wife, and I wanted to make her day extremely happy. So I did all my exercise on Saturday, the day before, and I woke up on Sunday and I was completely and utterly exhausted. Did too much in one day, but I had to make her day special. So I changed the vibration. I gave my attention to her, not to me. I gave my attention to being happy. And when she woke up and she saw how happy I was, I didn't feel happy, but when she woke up and saw how happy I was, I saw the smile on her face, looking forward to the rest of the day. We went out to the restaurant and she was very happy about that. The food was spectacular. I ordered a glass of champagne, and I still drink champagne these days and love it. She loves it. And we were extremely happy. Everything was going along beautifully. And it was noticed by the waiter. The waiter came up to us during this and he said, "You two seem awfully happy." And I said, "Yes, we are." So to cut this long story short, the waiter came up and gave us a free glass of champagne on the house. How did that happen? That happened simply because of what we're talking about today, the law of attraction. What I put out came back. How often do you see this law of attraction happening? Intention, attention. How often do you see someone going down the street, or even some of your friends or close ones or family even, and they're very, very angry? What does that body language do to you? Yes, of course, you absorb it. You absorb that and you feel angry back. So that's what the law of attraction does. What you give out shall come back. Sometimes mystically, like it did on Sunday when I took my wife out for her birthday. Other times, just like at home, when you're waking up and you're very angry for some reason. Sometimes we don't even know why we're angry, but we're projecting it body language. That's the vibration that your body's projecting from your mind. And that can be taken up by others, and of course that's what you get back. So the law of attraction is simply what you give your attention to. Do you give your attention to abundance? Let's talk about abundance. The people who like to talk about abundance generally mean one thing, mostly monetary. Although in this day and age, we also have health. After the last 2 years, health is the new wealth. So by giving our attention to health, we actually will attract health. The big thing to remember after today is what you're giving your attention to. Your vibrational frequency goes out. It's absorbed by others. It's going out as a body language, if nothing else. Absorbed by you, it'll come back to you, just like it did on Sunday for me. So we need to be very aware of what we're giving our attention to. Everything is a vibrational frequency, from the very lowest realms right down below the atomic structure, right down into the realm of reality. It is the quantum world. It is vibrational. It is energy. Energy just waiting to be manifested somehow. It is a field of pure potentiality, just waiting for your intention. There's the word again, intention. What do you intend from today? Do you intend to be unhappy? I'd say not. I'd say you intend to be happy. So that means your attention must be on happy aspects of your day and the days that follow. You must give that an intention. And one of the intentions one of the ways to give an intention is to use one of our secrets from last week, imagination. If you imagine, it can then be replicated into visualization, which then can be replicated into action, and then can be replicated into body language, and of course you attract that back. You see, the law of attraction is not so strange. It's a flowchart really from the first week, learning to have mind power. The second week, the secrets of that. The secrets are that really there are no secrets. You do have powers of imagination. Mostly we say we poo-poo imagination, just reminding you we poo-poo it. We say, you know what, you're only imagining that, not realising the latent power of that. Once it's imagined, it can be visualised. Once it's visualised, it's got repetition. The repetition then gives action. The action then gives body languages. It's got vibration to it. It goes out and others notice it, just like it did on Sunday when I got that second glass of champagne. And then that comes back to you. Funnily enough, after we'd finished our meal together on Sunday, she was very happy and so was I, my wife. We went home, we'd set up our camera here. We were going to do our FaceTime call to our relatives in Thailand. They wanted to wish her a happy birthday. They love her just like I do. And we had it all set up, half an hour to go, and the phone rang. It wasn't them, it was her relatives in New Zealand. Somehow they picked up from this. This is how mystical it can be. I think Deb's happy today, so they rang her out of the blue. They didn't tell us they were doing it, and here she is talking to her uncle and auntie and her other relatives in New Zealand. We'd finished that call. We said, look, sorry, we've got to go. I've got to do a call in Koh Samui. They've been on Koh Samui now for 2+ years because of the pandemic. They desperately wanted to talk to Deb on her holiday, my wife. They rang up and they picked up straight away. They said, gee, you look happy, Deb. So they were happy. So to cut a long story short again, they want to come over here because now they can travel to Australia. We can't go to Thailand, but they can come to Australia. What is the point of all this today? Give attention. Give attention to what you want to experience. Energy flows where attention goes. Energy flows where attention goes, and what intention you put with that is incredibly powerful. I didn't ring up those relatives in Thailand and say, when you ring up Deb, be happy. When you contact her, be happy. They just only had to pick up the vibe of it, and they could see of the happiness. So much so that they want to come over here as soon as possible. We won't be able to go there. They can come here. This is the law of attraction in process. Now, today, as always, I really find it very difficult to do these sessions and take the questions and answers, Q&A, as we're doing it. So look, I really invite you to get to your keyboard and type in any questions and answers you may have. And like every week, I will answer them, I promise you that. Reminding you next week, when I speak to you at the same time, same channel, we now had our flowchart from the first 3 weeks, mind power, the secrets of that, and today's episode of what we've done so far. We're going into creativity. Creativity from the law of attraction. You're going to learn how to create. But just reminding you here at MBX, join us. No more than the cost of coffee and cake per month, you know. You can see all the programs that are up there behind me there. If you join up as a member for the cost of coffee and cake per month, they're all yours. A lot of other benefits. You'll be talking and listening to other experts from all walks of life. We've even got a chef that will give you weekly recipes and ways to cook those recipes in ways you wouldn't have even imagined. We've got experts from the sporting field, from the corporate area. These people are a part of your membership. It's very, very inexpensive, and we really want you to join our worldwide network. To do so, www.mindbodyextra.com.au. The extra has no E. Coming in next week, we have creativity. Same time, same channel. And the following week, we're starting to talk about our life. And this is controversial, but creating a fair bit of interest already. Past, present, and future lives. It's not what you think it is. You're going to really love that episode, and possibly next week even more so. To learn to create, to affect past, present, future lives. We've also got coming up between 9 and 12 noon on the 28th of May, my Blip 1 and Blip 2 applied meditation on that date. And then we have the second workshop, Blip of Health, between 9 and 12 noon again on the 30th of June. These venues are to be announced soon. And then we have, where I come from, the Blip of Tennis, teaching tennis players to transcend their level and possibly climb up the rankings between 9 and 12 noon on the 25th of July. Venues to be announced. Please get in touch with us. You're most welcome. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. See you next week, and we'll teach you how to create. MBX, it's here for you. See you next week. Bye for now.